Welcome to Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod, Living the Dream, a show that celebrates ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Hear what motivated them to attain their goals, see which circumstances molded their character and turned them into everyday heroes. Learn more about this show and the hosts for Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod TV and radio on Facebook. Now here are your hosts, the Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod, Kathleen O'Keefe-Canavas and Lori Boyle.
Welcome to Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod. This is part 2 of our two-part series on the Women's Conference on Cape Cod. It'll be March 5th in Falmouth at the Seacrest Hotel. To my right is Marie Blackburn. She is a wife, mother, and owner of Simply Black and White Catering and Events. Marie is a graduate of Johnson & Wales, owns her own business. Marie has also volunteered countless hours as chair of Mashpee Housing Authority and a board member in the YMCA, just to name a few of her volunteer activities. Next is Nancy Feth. She is a professional coach. She has been helping individuals, couples, businesses, and teams to connect for almost 10 years. She and her partners have just launched Simply Grace, which is a women's community, and she's going to tell us more about that. And to her right is Melissa Murphy. She's a certified transformational coach and founding partner of Insights of Success. She helps individuals, families, and businesses build their dreams, accelerate their results, and focus on the possibilities.
So, Marie, how did this conference come about? Give us a little insight into it.
Okay. As Lori alluded to, I have been a mom for 33 years. I have 3 sons, 33, 24, and 10. So that shows you a little bit of what I've been up to for the last 33 years.
A lot.
Running a business with my eldest son, often I do the booking of the parties and he reaps a lot of the benefits from the work. At this juncture in my life, I really wanted something for me. I wanted to kind of step into my purpose for life. So I was meeting with one of my referral partners, Laura Lincoln, and we were talking about some future things, and I said I want to do a conference for women. And it was more like just talk. I didn't really have a plan. I met Melissa a short time later, and we had coffee together. She's a life coach, and she kind of, her business is to move you forward in your thinking. So she kind of wanted to know the where, when, and why. And as we were talking, I began to speak it out. And she's like, come on, come on, come on. And it was just magic after that. So since about a month ago, I just spoke it out and implemented, and what happened next is purely magic. A lot of women have come on board using their strengths and talent. I'm driving the bus, and I have a lot of women on the bus with me. And we are going to bring the first conference for women to Cape Cod. And we're going to have some really good, insightful information that all women can use.
So, Lori, I think the theme of this conference, and I love it, driven women, you know, and I'm all about dreams and the dream world and how our dreams are a microcosm of our daily life, and also how they can actually tell you about your life. And so in dreams, a car is your life. So the premise for this conference is about living the dream and being part of that dream, and this is the dream. And so Driven Women shows how women are taking control of their lives and sending it in the direction they want it to go into. And I just love that.
Absolutely. And I think once you have a dream and you see the opportunity to make it come true, you become driven because it just, something just kind of takes over, and you want to complete that journey. So Marie, you've written a really beautiful excerpt about how you got inspired to put it on and to call it Driven Women. Can you read that for us, please?
Sure. First, let me say that this is found on our Facebook page, Cape Cod's First Conference for Women. You can find it on Facebook. I wrote, "Have you ever had a dream so strong that it keeps you up at night? My dream is to inspire. Cape Cod is a unique place. It is comprised of women who know what it's like to be driven. Our seasonal economy and our unique, beautiful location requires that we adapt, change, have the drive to keep ourselves, our families, and our community intact. We are driven. I mean that in the most respectful way. I see it every day. The women in the supermarket at 5 p.m. with their children in tow, they are driven to get dinner on the table. The women who run our nonprofit organizations, who work tirelessly to get the resources we need for our families and communities, they are driven. The small business owners who with $1 and a dream works around the clock to keep the doors open to realize their dream, they are driven. The CEO who crosses the bridge, who not only broke the glass ceiling, but holds it open so that young professionals behind her can climb in, she is driven. The single mom who works and goes to school so that she can better herself and better the circumstances of her children, she is driven. The senior who shares wisdom and strength and defines what the new 70 really looks like, she is driven. We will inspire you. Join us as we plan Cape Cod's first conference for successful women. You define your own success. Collectively, we will get this done because we are
driven. Yeah, I love it.
I love it too. It even rhymes. Driven women.
Yeah.
It's great. Kat, I'm sure you can relate to that, driven women, because you have been driven.
I've always been driven. Yeah, it's part of my DNA to be a driven woman. And for those of you who know me, you know that I'm a 3-time breast cancer survivor. And I was driven to have the doctors do the correct tests to find my cancer because it was diagnosed in my dreams. And I had to stand in my power and speak my truth, much like a driven woman, in order to get the tests I needed in order to find the cancer, treat the cancer, and be here with you now 15 years later. So as a driven woman and the keynote speaker for this conference, I am going to be talking about how being driven is an important part not only for our lives but for our families and community. When we're driven, when we get that hit of female intuition that we were talking about before the show today that deals with our families, it's right on. And as a driven woman, we need to, you know, listen to that quiet little voice inside of us, or sometimes it yells and sometimes it's in our dreams, but we have to listen to that. So what, Melissa, do you know what the mission of Cape Cod's first conference is? Do you have any idea of what you think that mission is going to be?
Absolutely. Our mission is to come together under one roof, providing a vehicle of workshops and useful and relevant information to the women of Cape Cod and the surrounding areas. And in doing so, we will have the vehicle of collectively providing them the empowerment for these women to be the change within their own community.
Oh, that's exciting. I love that, Lori. That is fabulous.
It is fantastic. Nancy, can you tell us who some of the presenters are?
Well, I think you're still tying that up really tightly in terms of, you know, it's I don't want to say it's a surprise, but it's a surprise. But you'll have, I know Melissa is one of them, and there's a number of other leaders who are coming in to lead workshops that are of relevance to women. And I know my role is pretty much to kind of be dancing around and helping to women to connect and experience the relationship aspect of collaboration and partnership. So we'll be kind of calling that out during the day, encouraging women to go and have those one-on-one conversations. And there'll be plenty of opportunities for them to do that. You're not just going to be in session all day.
Because that's really what it's all about, is connecting with other women. You know, you can go to some really fabulous workshops and listen to Kat speak and other speakers, but at the end of the day, it's about the relationship that you have with the other women and the one that you will make at this conference.
One more thing on that is just that idea that it's a divine moment. There's a synchronistic moment that happens when you just open yourself up to say what's really true for you. And we're encouraging that. That's how this conference is getting built. That's how the team is coming together. That's how all the vendors and the speakers are finding each other. So you have to kind of be a little courageous and go outside your comfort zone and just trust that you're there for a reason and something's trying to happen.
Yeah,
so
because you're all there for the same purpose.
Exactly.
For the same thing anyway.
Thank you.
Sure. And the date, again, is March 5th. And can you tell us, Marie, why you chose March 5th?
Yes, March 5th. I chose March because March is a time of year when the businesses in Cape Cod are kind of at a lull. They're making that transition and getting ready for the spring and then that big summer boom. But I worked Main Street for the last couple of years as an event planner. And what I've been doing is driving different events into businesses and providing the food and promoting it to bring people in. And what I've seen that the small business person is really struggling that time of year. Their morale is a little bit down sometimes. Their cash flow may be down. So I thought, what better time of year to show those businesses and the beauty that Cape Cod holds at that time of year. We're not going to have the crowds that we normally would have. The beaches aren't going to be so packed that we can't see how beautiful the landscape is. We're really going to be able to feel it and get in touch and really realize that beyond summertime, there's life on Cape Cod. And the bridge goes both ways, and it can go both ways all year long. It's just a quick hop, skip, and a jump from Boston and the surrounding areas to get on Cape. It's as easy to get on as it is to get off. So we really want to showcase the beauty.
Absolutely. This is just such a beautiful place. If you can save the date and you can make it, we would love to see you there. So more about what you're going to be speaking about. Is your book going to be available there?
Before I even get into that, I just want to share a synchronicity with everybody here on the panel. The date 3-5 equals 8, which is an infinity sign.
Yes.
And that's a wonderful synchronicity to have for this conference, infinity. The infinity that women have by connecting with each other. Mothers, daughters, grandmothers, aunts. I mean, we are the family unit. You know, the men in our worlds often depend on us to hold everything together. So one of the things that I'm going to be talking about is how women need to listen to their intuition, follow that intuition, how to connect to that intuition using dreams, prayers, and meditations. You know, so often we pray, and when we're in crisis, we pray for something, but then we don't always take the time to listen for the answer. And God's going, hello, hello, here it is. And we're going, oh, you know, please send me, okay, here it is. And so that's one of the things that I want to talk about, how to listen, because when I was in crisis, I did a lot of praying with stage 4 breast cancer. And you know what? I always got an answer. I didn't always get the answer I wanted, but I always got the answer I needed. And it was always right. So that's one of the things I want to share with the women at the conference. And weren't we talking about having a bookstore or something in there where people could bring their books? Not just mine?
There's so many self-published authors here on Cape Cod who are women who are writing some really powerful stories. And I do a lot of setting women up in different venues for promotion of books. So I know a lot, and I know that there's a lot of good, useful information. So in addition to Kat's book, there'll be other authors there highlighting their books.
And that's so important because, you know, Cape Cod is one of those areas where authors and artists come and they share their work with other artists and authors. And one of the things that Lori and I do, we do an event where I actually help authors organize their thoughts, because that is the hardest thing to get started, is that organization. So, you know, you can go to our website, The Wicked Housewives, or mine, Surviving Cancerland, and see when those events are going to be. But I'm going to be doing a little bit of that there as well, because we have so many women with so many wonderful stories that are going, me? Right? I wouldn't know where to start. I'm going to show you where to start. And that is going to help you help someone else and be of service to everybody else, not just on the Cape, because I have a feeling this conference is going to go off Cape. And I think we were talking about that just a few minutes ago.
Sure. My dream extends long beyond March 5th. I can see this in the future, and it looks much better than it will the first time around. I can see it growing and expanding and inspiring other women to come together. The idea is not unique. However, the way we are going to present it with very dynamic, lively, interactive information is going to be. We're going to cause you to want to move forward once you leave, and also to connect deeply with each other.
So who are some of the people who have contacted you through Facebook? The Facebook page again is?
Cape Cod's first conference for women. I am so utterly moved by the response that I get. My text, email, Facebook messages just blow up daily. I'm being contacted. I originally thought that it was Cape Cod's Conference for Women, but the surrounding areas, Greater Boston, as far away from Texas, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, women in Connecticut have been contacting me saying, what can I do to help? That's one of the things they're saying. And they just want to offer themselves up freely to be a part of this. And also, they're giving me useful information. I am blown away by the amount of women who are in business for themselves and want to be presenters and workshop leaders more than this conference can contain. So I'm really moved by the movement.
Moved by the movement, I like that.
People call me and say, is this a movement? You know, they say, is this a movement? What, you know, and
well, it's turning into one.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Absolutely.
It's morphing.
The difference between this conference and others is that you're watching this in real time as it unfolds. I met Nancy. Nancy introduced me to Kat and Lori, and look where we are today.
Just a few days later, too, let me tell you.
That's right.
And the team is broad. When I hold a meeting for planning, I'm filling a room, a conference room, with women who are coming and saying, I want to be a part of this. So I've never seen such cooperation and collaboration as this, and I'm moved.
So we're all excited about going to the conference. So tell us, how do we get a ticket and how much is it going to be?
Okay, so we have, in addition to the Facebook site, we have a website, and the URL on the website is www.drivenwomen.info. And you can go to the website and read more information about date, time, and how you can not only purchase a ticket, there will be PayPal links. You can pay by credit card, or you can send a check. We'll have a P.O. box. We have a marketer who's coordinating all of that. Her name is Heather Araskew, and she's doing a fantastic job. So again, you'll be able to find lots of useful information right there on our website.
And what does it cost? Because you have a two-tiered pricing.
Okay, we're really expecting to sell this conference out because we're having so much response to it. And because of it's the first year, we're limited in space. So do get your tickets early. We have an early bird price of just $75. And if you wait to get one at the door, if they are available, of course, they'll be $99. And I just want to say, it will make a great Black Friday shopping, you know, gift, or a Christmas gift, and your husbands or loved ones can purchase a ticket for you, or you can purchase one for someone else as a gift.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, what a
really
great gift for your best friend.
Absolutely.
Bring her as her Christmas gift to the Cape Cod's first conference for women. Then you've got somebody to party with that you know right off the bat. You send her to one direction of the room and you go to the other, and you just network the whole time.
Sure.
So tell us about the venue. What is that going to be like?
My favorite. We're hosting it at the Seacrest Beach Resort Hotel Conference Center. I have a good relationship with the Seacrest Beach Resort, holding other, you know, women's nights out and other affairs over the years. And it is just such a warm and friendly and beautiful place. It sits right on Seacrest Beach. So we'll eat and have our lunch. We'll dine in the oceanfront room, where we'll be able to look out at the beautiful ocean as Kat is delivering her keynote message. It's large enough to accommodate women. It's a central location. You can get it from the bridge very easily, you know, from either bridge. So we want to, you know, extend business right to our local venue right there. And that will be our first year. And who knows where year 1, year 2, 3, and 4 will take us.
Absolutely. Can you tell us also what are the websites to find you on and what's your Facebook page?
Okay. Like I said previously, it's www.drivenwomen.info. And you can go right on that link, and all the useful information. You'll see workshop leaders, and you'll see Kat's bio on there, and a way to pay, and also a way to donate, because we will be donating some money to a local nonprofit, the YMCA.
Oh, great.
Yes, so there's a way to donate if you can't come. And then the Facebook page is Cape Cod's first conference for women. And please go on and read from the beginning how this thing has unfolded and all the women who have collaborated along with me to bring it about. And like the page. And do comment. Let us know what you feel and what you think.
You've got people that are commenting now on your Facebook page. Can you give us an idea of what some of the comments are like?
Things like, I'm so excited, I can't wait for this. Things like, finally, a venue like this on Cape Cod. Things like, where do I get tickets? I want to get them now, you know? And I'm posing questions. What does it mean for you to be driven? And I'm getting some really powerful responses.
So if you're watching this on the local channel, C3 TV or Channel 99, just know that if you want to listen to it again, you can go on to the Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod Facebook page, look for the link and click on the link, and you can watch it as often as you want. You can find part 1 to this that has already been shown, and we're going to keep all of this updated on the Facebook page for Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod as well. We're very supportive of this conference. You're going to be reading a lot about it on there. And remember that the audio part of this show today is going to be on the Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod radio. And we have that Facebook page as well. So if you don't have time to watch everything, but let's say you're preparing dinner and you want to hear everything, just click on it and listen while you're doing whatever you're doing, and you know, take us into your car with you and drive while you're listening to us. Driven women, right?
That's right, because our shows, our audio shows will also be on iTunes, and you can get that there. I just want to say one thing about our website. We also have a website, wickedhousewivesOnCapeCod.com, but it is not wickedhousewives.com. Don't go there. Go to Wicked Housewives.
We found that out the hard way.
On CapeCod.com.
We won't tell you what's on that page, but just use your imagination.
That's right.
So yes, you can also go to the website and you can download any of the TV shows and any of the radio shows. And then, you know, when you go to the Facebook page, just like when you go to the Facebook page for Cape Cod's first conference for women, leave us a message. Let us know, you know, what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of the conference. Give us any suggestions. We love them.
We do. We really do. We read them all. And you can also email us from our website and get in touch with us. We also have, on our radio network, we have other show hosts and other shows that you might be interested in as well. And if you want to host a show with us, send us an email and we will talk about that. We'll get in touch with you.
So what about the vending tables? Are you going to have vending tables?
Sure.
Tell us about that and how people can contact you if they're not going to be speakers, but they'd like to have a table, let's say for crystals or you know, a product that they're selling on Cape Cod.
Sure. We have this beautiful room called the Nauset Room, and it will accommodate 40 plus vendors. And we want to make sure that the vendors are diverse. We don't want to stack it with 2 and 3 of any category. So we're looking for beautiful jewelry, like the jewelry that Nancy's wearing here, that her company puts out, Simply Grace. We're going to have things that women love, like makeup, and also other companies represented and nonprofits. So we have a vendor coordinator. Her name is Crystal Gordon, and you can contact Crystal. You can find that information on our Facebook page or our website. And I think they're going to go really quickly. Also, we have opportunity for major sponsorship in different levels. And also we have an ad book. where you can buy in at a smaller rate, a business card or a half page or a full page of an ad. So we're really excited, and there's so many wonderful businesses on Cape Cod, so we're really expecting to sell those out as well.
Wonderful. Wow, it sounds really exciting, and it really feels like it's picking up steam because it's not that far away. You know, March 5th is not that far away, so you want to get your tickets soon.
So we would like to thank everyone for being with us in part 2 on Cape Cod's first conference for women. We are looking forward to seeing you at the conference, making deeper, long-lasting, lifelong connections. Make sure you leave us any messages on all of the Facebook pages. And remember, we look forward to seeing you, and you're the reason that we're having this conference. Thank you again for being with us today. We look forward to being with you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining Lori Boyle and Kathleen Cat O'Keefe Cannabis on Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod. Don't forget to like us on Facebook for our show updates, and join us next time when we showcase more everyday heroes.